In Retro Game of the Week, we dive into our game library and pick out a classic to see if it still holds up today. Let's grab a controller and play some retro games.
A few years before GTA 3 arrived on the PS2 and changed video games forever, Reflections Interactive released a game called Driver on the first PlayStation. Driver featured a semi-open world, an intriguing storyline, and lots of crazy driving action. You played the role of undercover FBI agent Tanner, who posed as a driver for hire for various gangs throughout the United States.
We want to use you on a bank job. No hat. Should be real sleepy. You want in?
Though the game started out in Miami, you would eventually move on to 3 other cities to complete increasingly difficult missions. Many of these were similar to the ones you'd find in any GTA game, such as transporting people and stopping other cars while trying to avoid the cops. You could either go straight into your next mission or simply drive around for fun. Driver looked absolutely stunning at the time. There was a significant amount of pop-up, but that was a small price to pay for riding around freely in an open world. The weather effects and night and daytime missions added a lot to the atmosphere in the game. The damage model on the cars and the fact that you could lose your hubcaps in sharp turns were great little touches that made this title even more impressive. There were a couple of downsides to Driver though. The game had one of the most unforgiving tutorials ever created. You had 60 seconds to perform all sorts of difficult maneuvers in a parking garage. The controls also weren't the greatest. Taking turns too fast would spin the car out of control, and trying to weave in and out of traffic could be a chore. The cops could also be a real pain, as they would crash into you mid-mission, but that was also a part of the charm of Driver. The captivating storyline really added a lot to Driver.
He ain't just some driving cat, lady. This cat's got gasoline in his veins.
The cutscenes and voice messages made you feel like you were an undercover cop, even if you never got out of your car.
Granger's wheels have just been spotted, cowboy. They're parked up in Midtown. Call me if you want to make a mess of them.
It made this game so much more than just another driving game. Driver was a unique experience when it first came out. It's easily one of the most impressive games on the PlayStation. Unfortunately, this series has since fallen flat and only serves as an inspiration for bigger and better games.
I've got something for you. Now back off.
Whoa, this is stay loose, kitten.
You know what this is, don't you?
Give me the piece, baby.
Back off, Rufus. Don't you go making this worse. This ain't what I wanted.
Baby, give me the piece.
You got what's yours, baby.